You're not playing Rel into that comp with Alistair and Poppy.
I think just go the Nautilus.
Yeah.
I have confidence in it. You know, some struggles in the Poppy at times, but the matchup in Alistair's fine, and so much value against the Zeri.
We'll see how that one does go, as it looks like we are ready to hop into the rift for game number 1.
And you can get a really easy dive off with the Poppy in the Gnar. As long as he doesn't have Mega, you just slam him into the wall, have Rascal follow up with the stun, and that should be enough.
Fisher does not care about the soldiers of Yehu, and he is just going to look at him and fire a bunch of guns at him. Takes the damage from the ranged minions, does not care, and will win the trade.
Oh, man.
He needs to know he's in danger. There is a big wave, so it looks like Mihail's not quite going to call for the gank just yet.
Oh,
but he's going to thin it out, and Sylvie was spotted, and it just not able to get there on time.
Very much making use of the health bars is the way I like to describe it.
Well, you wanted a Poppy dive. Looks like they want to go bot, and they do have an Alistair. And look at this. The Kais is up against the wall. The knockup comes in, and that is so easy. Line him up and knock him down for Teddy on Zeri, who also already gets a kill.
Super nice execution there. I love Pleta's use of the... yeah, Fisher's actually legitimately in trouble here.
Yeah. Well, he does have Valkyrie, and he is going to flash, and ooh, Rascal just barely out of range. Now, he is going to have another leap strike, and here comes the Poppy, and there's another one. Rascal with a fantastic gank in mid. Yeah,
I mean, the stun just misses by Rascal, but what a heads-up play to roam down that timing. Knows the wave is bouncing back, so he misses nothing on the back of this, and thanks to the help of Sponge, a second kill picked up. And the extendo beam as well from Teddy connects great. And here the stun does just miss, but the leap strike's coming up, and the...
What?
Wow.
Well, we're going to have to see what happened there, but Jiwoo was alone with a big wave, without flash, without barrier, 1v2.
Being punished, and just, you see Guga roaming up with the jungler. They didn't expect Pleta to be there. Great pickup. And a terrible time to die with the wave. You want to crash it in as much as possible. Yeah, that's a big CS discrepancy, and they are threatening another dive.
Yeah, I mean, Sylvie is like, I'd love to do my own jungle, but I just don't really get to it. Now he's rushing down to the bottom side of the map, and he'll get there eventually. I mean, the dive isn't going to happen because Nongshimura have already backed away, but now it's just going to be a 3-on-3, and guess what? DRX still win this. Sylvie level 6, but you don't really have an angle to ult when your bottom lane doesn't exist.
Yep, Teddy with the ult as well. So much power in these early skirmishes. Guga has to flash away, get out of that situation. And nothing will come from this mid lane trade ever. They just keep fighting, and Yehu gets grasp stacks, and that's it. Oh, could they do something?
You said nothing would come of it, so something's going to come of it. They get the flash of Yehu. That would have happened regardless of the trade, but still.
This is a very ominous vision toggle.
Yeah, I feel like there is a sneaky cow behind them and a Poppy. And the flash doesn't do anything. Jiwoo's dead. He is going to ult away, but you've got 2 tanks that are ready and willing to dive. I feel like Teddy's taking forever to kill him, but it doesn't matter. 3 kills for the Zeri. It's not a Zeri moment, but it is 3 individual small Zeri. The hop and run.
Yeah.
Not even a walk.
Setting up for this dragon now. No ult on Zeri is somewhat a cause of concern.
Nongshimura trying to fight this, but that is an Alistair you just hooked, who does have the Unbreakable Will. The ult is going to come in. They really want to get value out of this, and they might just be able to take down Pleta, which they do, because DRX were just in full run mode, and Rascal wasn't there.
Yeah, they end up trying to commit just to get the one grub, get that 4 so they get the extra grub spawning now. You can see, didn't really end up paying off that much, though, losing that life there, but
again,
very powerful.
Walks in a straight line.
But will it work twice?
Well, there's not a lot of space to walk on this one, but you are Mega Gnar, and Sylvie's right there. So now Pleta kind of in an awkward spot, but there's the ult, the Keeper's Verdict, and now the Mega Gnar becomes mini and doesn't do anything, just dies. Teddy picks up his 4th kill.
Ends up being a bait. Mihail thinking he's caught out the Alistair, but even without the ult, Alistair's still very tanky. And they end up overcommitting the ult from Sponge as well to knock Sylvie away. Really well done. Display on the top side. So trying to look for the Alistair here, gets the stun, goes to the ult follow-up, but this ult from the Poppy, I'm thinking maybe he was trying to get both of them, but because it just hit the Sejuani, ends up being even better. You know, you get the kill on the Gnaw who comes out of Mega, just shield up,
engage Renata.
Oh yeah.
Fates call Renata with Ziggs. Yeah, no, I don't want to see that ever again.
Never.
All right, Pleta, this is not the first time he's done this to Jiwoo, and he's going to get the flash away from him. He will happily accept that trade. And it's not even a trade because he's got Hex Flash. Shout out to Atlas, as we do have the smite coming in, but the charge still works. And they have an Azir turret. They've got a Jax in the side lane who's winning against the Gnar already. But again, we'll have to wait and see what the next team fight looks like to.
And as much as we have some Giga Brain LCK players, they don't calculate exactly how much gold this team has.
Well, they're gonna hook this one guy. Sponge nearly dies. That's the ult coming in, but it wasn't used on the Zeri, and so Cougar's just dead. As TP comes in, they have to back away. Mahal doesn't even bother. And that's the pick on a Cougar, so now maybe DRX look at this Baron. Yeah, they know he's here. And Sylvie and Mahal are here. Sponge also, but Jiwoo around. And you've got Counter-Strike, you got Keeper's Verdict, but that's only going to do so much as Sponge takes a ton of damage, nearly goes down to the Boomerang, who just fell short.
Yeah, and no Warmogs on Sponge. He's super low. Wants to reset, but Baron's being started. You got to stay around.
Rascal doesn't have TP. He was forced to back. It's a 5v4. Yehu just took a big one to the face, and now the hook comes in. The stasis value is huge, but Sponge is so low, and Teddy is trying to peel for the team. Jiwoo goes way too deep by himself, and he is going to go down. So yes, it's a 1-for-1, but now you've lost your AD carry on the side of Gnome-Shim, and Teddy is just going to run everybody down. The follow-up engage comes in from Pleta. And man, Mahal and the rest of them are just not sure about this. They do want to turn this around. The ult comes in on a Teddy, but do they have the damage? The hook is there, but Teddy, oh, he flashes away. He barely gets out of there, but Sylvie should finish the job, and there it goes. As it's only Rascal.
Wait, they can't kill him.
They can't kill Rascal, though. They just used everything on Azeri.
Yeah, they looking for this? This seems very risky.
There's no way. Well, you got Meganar. But they can't kill him, but they're trying to peel, and you know what? They will just barely be able to. Rascal not going to follow for too long.
We're going to have to cut back to live. We do have Rascal on the flank. This is a big flank angle. A lot of summoners down.
Wait, what the hell was that? He buffered a hook into the wall. He sticks around, and now Sponge is dead. Teddy going to ult nobody. A big divide, though, from Yehu, but it's not going to matter. DRX cannot follow up on that one. And Gnome-Shim win a gigantic team fight.
Absolute fumble by DRX, but some clutch plays there from Gnome-Shim. Rascal not even seen when it comes to the flank side. DRX.
머리 땡겨 이거 머리 땡겨. 나 끌었어. 다시 왔다.
He's already calling it before it even happens. Has been kind of a hectic game.
It has been a crazy back and forth. Now Gnome-Shim, Baron in pocket, looking for this dragon. DRX looking to contest.
Yeah, trying to get on top of Cougar, and unfortunately for his sake, he is very much alone. He's going to throw an ult into Yehu, and he survives, though, and the damage doesn't come through for DRX. And once again, Rascal's on the flank, but he's not here. He's not here on time for the fight, and Teddy's going to go down as well. Gnome-Shim have absolutely flipped this game on its head.
And Rascal's just chilling, miles away from every fight. The timing of these flanks has been so off for DRX. Night and day compared to BNK FearX of the last series.
Yeah, it feels like either they get a bunch of kills that really pull their XP back, or Gnome-Shim just run away with this game.
Yep.
And you have, again, we love Nautilus, such reliable engage. You hit a hook, you press R on Zeri. There's not a lot that DRX can do to fight, and they're already getting poked out. It's Corki Kaisa. We didn't talk about this too much, but the poke is significant.
Yeah, starting to reconnect. Some low health bars, gonna have to get a... Well, we don't really need a reset from Platic.
Oh, nice follow-up there from Sylvie, but it is very deep, but they don't care! They will go deep as the divide hits nobody, and the ult is in on a Yehu. The follow-up from Fisher is huge. He might pay for it with his life, actually, but it just does not matter. Gnome-Shim are so far ahead. Jiwoo is full health, full mana. All he had to do was press R one time. It's a very broken up fight here as eventually the Gnar comes into the wall. Feels like the first one we've seen all game, but it is very timely as Gnome-Shim will pick up game number 1.
Managed to secure it, had to get a big comeback in that one to find their way back into the game. And yeah, I mean, Yehu had a fight or two where he fought a lot of time, but pretty quiet. Rascal, frustrating. The fact that he had such an advantage, it feels like.
So Maokai, very strong in general, but as of right now, your main damage source is Corki, and
excited to see what Pleta can do on this Nautilus in this game.
yeah, we'll see how it goes as we are ready. Let's hop into the Rift for game number 2.
See if they can get some value out of that. Something to mention though, it is the cleanse for Teddy, but they have cleanse, they also have ignite, and Nongshim only have heal in terms of combat summons with the teleport obviously being taken, so have to be a bit delicate in these early fights. You can see Jiwoo taking some big damage already. Just
well, this the Senna might be experiencing more than just fasting.
yeah.
It's a flash away.
Oh, look at this play again.
Where have we seen this before? Fisher is much healthier this time around, and he is respecting it as well.
No, he's not.
Well, he was for a little bit, and he nearly kills Yehu, but it was a bait all along. And where's he gonna go now? Because Sponge is here as well, right over the wall. He does flash, but the follow flash from Sponge should get the job done. One more auto is there. It's first blood for Sponge.
Yeah, good. Another good move from Rascal. Senna jungle? Lol? What the heck?
It's really funny.
It's been a thing for such a long time, and it's still I still give it a little chuckle, you know. And I feel like this is just like that. Senna 8 CS, not as common, not as inspired.
We saw it yesterday from Pays.
Yeah, but what does he know? He's only on Gen G.
Yeah, true. DRX coming on in. Fisher doesn't really do much, and there's no smite here for DRX, but they want to take a fight. But Nongshim get in, they smite it to get away.
The souls, they're denied!
Souls, denied.
That's the true victory here. I'll hold this thought.
Looks like Sylvie is about to put some damage into Rascal, but the flash on in, and that Maokai. Oh, the Gnar ultimate though, huge, and the flash away. And the fade away is not enough to get away, so Rascal will pick up another kill in this game.
Well, G was here.
He is level 5, but it's enough. And with the TP coming in, they absolutely try to jump ship out of here. But it's an Ornn who TP's in, and Pleta is dead. Cougar gonna take the kill.
Especially an Ornn who has a lot less farm than if Ornn had just been top lane. But yeah, Dragon gonna be secured by DRX, and it is a Hextech Soul. So obviously a pretty big one.
Somewhere? In bot, yeah. That's where it was. Okay. So DRX already got first turret, so that's not the end of the world. In the race, as now just trying to bully Sylvie here, they have the CC chain of the days, but Pleta.
Oh, the escape!
Oh, he gets into the Rift Herald! But the rest of the team not in a great spot here, as Yehu's also going to be knocked up. Here comes Fisher and the rest of the team. The house blocked by the Rift Herald, but it doesn't matter. It's a double kill for the Corki. Let's take a look at this fight once again.
This series has been about Nautilus escapes. That's the takeaway. It's like, I'm in.
Get out. Okay, like the energy. Is it going to amount to anything? It looks like no. The disengage from, well, Flash and Maokai is good enough. Cougar gonna get frozen up here. He is quite tanky, but with this many members and this much CC, he gets away. Teddy does have to dash forward and take a turret shot, but definitely worth it. And now DRX are sieging mid 1.
And they should be able to get this. No Ornn to stop them this time.
Absolutely. Well, Mihail is very deep in this one. He's just going to throw out an R just to get away. Sponge doesn't have his. And now the Ornn Horn for the siege, looking for Yehu, is going to knock him up. And they knock down the turret.
And you didn't get kills, just summoners, you know. And unlike the fight before where you're going to get the ults back for the fight, they're unavailable. So Nongshim going towards the dragon. They will take mid-tier 2.
Nongshim trying to come in here, trying to punish, but Cougar gets zoned off of his ult, and they will keep them around, but no, Pleta not going to take that over the wall. And we'll just stick with the team, a 5-man unit. Meanwhile, the dragon is being taken by Mihail. And Mega Gnar, there's the Nature's Grasp. As now Rascal very much behind enemy lines.
What is going on?
I do not know.
Jiwoo is playing a dangerous game. that trough really, because only one order item's come through. Jiwoo's 4 levels down. And Teddy is LDR. Oh, but is now getting engaged on.
Yeah, and then Maokai is just tanking up so much. But here comes the Teddy ultimate and the double stun onto Sylvie and Guga. The front line is just being melted. Mihail is in that back line, and Jiwoo and Fisher are still alive, though. And now the Zeri ultimate has kind of timed out. But look at the damage out of Yehu, just pushing him back. And you see that Nongshim not quite able to continue chasing after that one. It's just a 1-for-1 trade of junglers.
Good moves coming out from Nongshim to secure that one. Feels like the fights are so delicate, you know, both teams conscious that it could easily backfire, and both junglers suffering a similar fate. But now, oh, he's flanking.
He is flanking. Mihail has no idea that Hop isn't going to do much, and Mihail is in a bunch of trouble. He does have Flash, and he will utilize it to get over the wall, and with Rascal thinking about it, but once again, the runaway and Boomerang works out. Mihail gets away, but no teleport, and the Baron is up.
Yep. Trying to apply some poke down here. Red buff though on DRX will sustain them up a little bit. Nongshim rotating over to play out this vision. And Mihail pushing top. Ideally would line up to have Mega, but now Guga could be in trouble.
Guga is in a lot of trouble. He's trying to get out of this one. The TP is coming in. Big Sen ultimate onto pretty much everybody, but Rascal goes into that back line, but they fight front to back as Teddy is going to pick up that first kill, and he's still alive, but Sponge is solo. Mihail and Fisher on the left. They get swept in. It is massive, but the damage is not there. Teddy's already out, and down will go Plata. And once again, it's a 1-for-1 trade, this time for the supports. We're looking for more, though. They want to get onto Teddy, and the Flash Twisted Advance will get it done. It's a shutdown given over to Fisher's Corky.
But DRX are posturing. They want to look for more, but the saplings will find them.
Yep. And now they're kind of on the run awkwardly. Rascal is going to take a missile to the back and just take the Hex Gate out. This one should be the Hextech Drake to Nongshim.
Is now. Needs the help if he wants to get into the pit.
Well, I mean, he's ready. The peel not coming through once again. Hook on a horn isn't going to do anything. The root on the Bleta means he is dead. And now, Meganar available. Nongshim, I think they secure themselves a Drake, or a Baron here, rather.
4/5 of the team feeling far better now.
Well, they're engaging on a Guga again, but this time they've got everybody in here. Tons of CC, but it just does not matter. He is way too tanky, and now the Orn value is huge as Rascal not even going to kill Guga. Not even able to do that as Mihail is going to go down to Asterix, but man, the job is already done. Guga gives them the thumbs up because he knows all he got to do is taunt the enemy team.
Just stand there and be on, and the amount of AoE damage that is coming out, Teddy will step forwards and just basically get one shot. Not even intentional damage, it just feels like the AoE flying out from the likes of Fisher. Sylvie Jiwoo is just burning through that health bar. They can't get that first kill, they can't get the momentum Zeri loves, and now they're looking to end the game.
And now, Jiwoo is just outranging the Zeri, who has no front line. The rest of the team trying to stop the push, but it just feels doomed, and down will go Plata. The rest of the team is just alone and sad. Yehu desperately trying to stop them. That's a kill onto a couple as they overextend. The Nexus is laid. They're trying to hit it down, and they should be able to. Jiwoo with the range gets the job done, and Nongshim take the 2-0. So, Yehu did a lot, but eventually, you know, Jiwoo caught up to Teddy, did the same amount of damage. Senna provided a lot of value.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jisun for the POG interview translation. And today we are joined by the solo POG on the side of Nongshim, Guga. Congratulations! Guga, what a great start to the second round robin of the summer season. How do you feel to be the solo POG and also take a series win up against DRX? I mean, we came here to win the match, but still, I was not expecting this POG, so unexpected kind of a gift for me, so it feels amazing. So ever since last year, every single DRX 농심 match was a 3-game series, but this time around, you guys managed to get a clean 2-0 shutout. How did you pull it off? I think mainly we wanted to just, make sure that just try not to make mistakes and also stay kind of calm and collected. So as long as we can, remember those kind of goals, I was pretty confident that we'll make it happen. And recently, you reached challenger rank in Korean servers, so a lot of people are calling it the power of the 30s. How has your practice been going lately? I mean, we were not having a great result in the first round robin, so I just wanted to grind, I didn't even, take any break, I just wanted to make sure that I'm not, spend my vacation just to chill out. I would rather wanted to kind of, climb the ladders, and I think it's slowly paying off. Now let's talk about the game today. Well, in the early game of first game, Kaisa was repeatedly being targeted, so you guys were in not the best spot, to be honest. How did you manage to kind of make a comeback? Well, Jiu kind of said, if I played better, in the first turret dive, he was like, I could have played it better. Maybe I could survive there. But after like dive 2, dive 3, he was becoming a little bit speechless. But still, we wanted to make sure that we're not getting too tilted. Other laners were still buying time for the Kaisa to scale. So heading to the mid to the late game, Jiu managed to get a kill, and he slowly was able to get things started. Now let's take a look at this replay together, where you were able to land a hook that turned the entire game around. So we started the Drake, and then, we wanted to make sure that we have the control of that C-curve brush, where we call the banana brush. And then I saw like enemy approaching, and I thought Bobby was just gonna like hit a home run on me. So I was like, I might just like be kind of flying to the opposite side of the map, but I want to make sure that I land my hook before I leave the scene. So I was going for the play, and it worked. And game 2, you won POG on Ornn, and Ornn. Actually, Senna-Ornn combination is 6-0 so far this season. I mean, 농심 is a team that has a very high or very strong AD carry potential, so a lot of teams are targeting Jiu's champion pool. So in game 2, we wanted to focus on the Senna-Ornn comp, especially unless Jiu gets targeted so bad and like gets killed or dove so many times. We thought Senna late game will be so powerful. So when you are making comp around Senna, unless you one-shot Senna, the sustainability is so good. So I was reminding my teammates that take it slow, as long as we have a longer team fight, it's a win for us. Yeah, Senna's sustainability was the focal point today. In game 2, the enemy focused heavily on your Ornn during team fights, but your Ornn just didn't die. How did you manage to survive that long? And also, were you confident that you're going to be the POG because you just didn't die at all? Well, to be honest, I felt like I didn't really pull off any kind of an outplay, I was not going for some super like team fights or like making crazy angles. So I was not expecting a POG, but now that I watched the POG highlight reel, I kind of realized I didn't die. I was very, very tanky, so maybe I deserve a POG. And your next opponent is BNK for your X. Are you confident about the matchup? in order to be competitive for the playoffs run, we have to, make sure that we win every single match possible. And I believe BNK right now is a very strong team, and their momentum is unstoppable. But I want to do my best in order to get a win in that series. And shortly after, you and Jiwoo will be joining the Lolly Night, the talk show, after the match. So, how are you gonna do over there? Are you excited? I think it's like my first time ever, so I'm a little nervous, but I wanna make sure that I can bring a lot of fun to the fans. Once again, thank you so much for your support to Nongsin Red Force. In the upcoming matches, I want to make sure that we will be able to bring you better performance throughout the season. And that's the end of the interview from Guger on the Nongsin Red Force, and back to the space. Thank you.